Good evening. I'm primarily a musician, so this is new to me. I've not been to a flash fiction night before, but I've written poems as well and a couple of short stories, and this is one of them called Saragery. I recorded this on my second album, the last track, Spoken Word. So, back in those Clifton days, I had a crazy dream. I wrote it down. I'll read it now. I dreamt I was having breakfast in the refectory with Sarah, Baz, and someone else I can't remember. Was it a girl? I was still hungry and thought about going up for seconds, but in reality, you couldn't go up for seconds at Clifton College. At least not in those days. Sarah offered me a sausage. Were there two? I made a joke and everything was hunky-dory. Then all of a sudden, a German bloke banged right through the gap between our table and the next, causing us to take his big fat impact. He was the same German bloke who in reality I spoke to one Saturday night while I was waiting outside of Oakley's house, contemplating whether I should knock on the door and see if Sarah had returned safely from the night out. He sounded like an intelligent bloke because he was on his way back to Polak's house to do some coursework. He seemed like a nice guy. But anyway, let's get back to the dream. He shook the table instead of going round the tables to get to his. I complained and told him what he should have done, but he took offense. He thought I was making fun of him because he was fat. At least he was in the dream. He noted the offense in his prep diary to remind him to tell the marshal or Dr. Fellatio at a later date. I was bewildered but not surprised. I then expressed my feelings to the group. Baz wouldn't stop laughing. I told him it was serious. Sarah, the good old hard-working but stunningly beautiful girl, predictably looked at me disappointedly, but also with sympathy in her mesmerizing eyes. This was because I could get into serious trouble. By the way, as I write this, I totally hate Sarah now because she has never talked to me and she is being pursued by Brown Eye, Don Brown, and she doesn't seem to mind. I used to fancy her, you know. Oh well, you win some, you lose some. Clifton, those were the days. Clifton Daze. Thank you.